Absolutely, man. And I just want you to say to you, keep up the good work, man. And foot soldiers like me, we're out here. We're getting the information out for you, man.
Well, God bless you, Jeff. I'm a foot soldier, too. I mean, we're all in this together. and that's what's so frustrating about seeing people in government and corporations and just the general public saying, oh, it's not my job, or I'm glad you're out there, Alex. I'm just a regular guy like you, Jeff. I mean, I was in college, and they were teaching me world government was good, and my founding fathers were bad, and that the Second Amendment was bad. And I said, this is a bunch of sedition. Who are these people? And I went and found out the whole story. And that was 18, 19, 20 years ago. And I got on air 14 years ago. 14 plus now. A little bit over 14 years. And the lesson I learned is that if you just stand up on your feet and fight back, you will start winning. More calls straight ahead. Let's try to get 3 calls in this short 5-minute segment. Tony in Texas, you're on the air. Hey, buddy.
Give me 1 second.
1 second, Tony? Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Hello?
Go ahead. Yes.
I'm sorry about I found it kind of interesting when you were talking about how the globalists and how they pretty much try to desensitize us and dumb us down. Maybe not quickly, but incrementally.
Yes.
Okay. Well, a perfect example. I saw a movie a few months back. It's called Idiocracy. I don't know if you've ever heard about it.
Yeah, Mike Judge. He's a great guy.
Yeah. I found it really hilarious, when I first...
but that's actually how it's going to be. That's the globalist plan.
Yeah,
except they won't keep a bunch of morons around. After everybody's dumbed down, they're going to accelerate their soft kill operation. But everybody's so poisoned and so dumbed down, they can't even tell what's happening to them.
Yeah, I found it pretty hilarious when I was watching it, and I just started thinking about everything that you try to tell everybody,
Yeah, and Mike Judge is a fan of this show.
No, that's nice to hear, and maybe the actual movie isn't maybe not all that great, but just a message that he's trying to,
Yeah,
put
Mike
out.
Judge is a good guy. His new movie, Extract, I think, is one of his best. I just watched that on the treadmill last week, jogging. And, Idiocracy, that's exactly what we're talking about. I appreciate your call. Good to hear from you, Tony. Good point. Marlon in Texas. Marlon, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Alex. I listen to your show all the time. I encourage people to listen to it. If for nothing else, for entertainment, I really appreciate your perspectives. My question is about one of your major points is usually the false left-right paradigm. And I have a lot of trouble because having come from a Southern Baptist background in the service, I'm really clear who the right wing is, and I'm very aware of their intolerance and about a number of issues. So I know who they are. Listen to Rush Limbaugh for years and years and years because he articulates a lot of things that I don't
Sir, I'm not saying
in.
there's not a difference between the left and right. I'm saying at the end of the day, they're controlled by the same interests, not people on the left or the right. The leaders of it contain the debate. And you notice government gets bigger, we lose more freedoms no matter who is in, and you get 75, 80, 90% of the people against open borders, 99% against the banker bailout. That was in Gallup. It still happens. Okay, so my point is that's all window dressing. We need to start debating the shadow government, the private banks that have illegitimately bought off both parties. Okay, and they dangle intolerance issues out there to get people on the left to vote for big government as if somebody's suppressing them. So what if somebody doesn't like your lifestyle? There's freedom in this country. It's a political football to be tossed back and forth all day. And then the left comes in and wants to indoctrinate people's kids when that's up to the parents to decide how their kids are raised. So the right wing legitimately tells the left, don't teach my 6-year-old how to fist or other things like that. And they go, oh, you're intolerant. Do you know what they teach kids in public school?
I understand your perspective on that.
Well, look, I mean, what is it you don't... I mean, you say for entertainment purposes. I had a guy the day before Christmas Eve at a gas station come up and say, do you really believe all the stuff you say? And I said, sir, almost everything I talk about, you can document. I believe everything I'm saying. Sometimes I have a guest on. Sometimes we cover things that I don't believe in on the air to have a debate about it. You know, and it's good to get outside the box and just have a debate. But everything I talk about, everything I discuss, I believe. Because I have the evidence, sir. Look at everything I talk about ends up unfolding. I told you they were going to put body scanners in all airports 6 years ago, 7 years ago, as I saw Governor Ridge say they were going to do it. I mean, what is entertaining about this? Because let me tell you, this isn't entertaining for me. I wake up almost every night freaked out about what's going on. I know how real this is. I'm freaked out about having to say no to the body scanners now when I fly. They're going in everywhere. But I'm gutting up and getting ready to do that. And things are getting more serious. I mean, what is it? This is not entertaining, sir. I mean, this is funny to you?
I'm not suggesting that it's funny for a moment. I know that you're very, very serious, and I appreciate all of the documentation that you do get to. For people that don't understand, I mean, all you have to do is mention some small thing about the things that you believe, and their eyes glaze over, and they stop listening.
That's right, Marlon. They've been preconditioned that when they hear world government, they start laughing. I mean, I was on the radio this morning locally on a talk station talking about the body scanners and how they record it and how they keep your kid's blood at birth, and they played Crazy Train in the background. They take your kid's blood at birth illegally for a UN database. It's admitted. They're putting in body scanners that record your naked body. It isn't funny, but people are subconsciously afraid of my information. Instead of standing up and saying no to it, it's easier to play Crazy Train or helicopter noises in the background.